This is a video about nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication is the aspects of communication that are facial expressions, gestures or posture, eye contact, and body language. Communication without the use of spoken language. Nonverbal communication. We're going to look at a couple slides and I'm going to tell you about what I see for nonverbal communication. Okay, here we got a gentleman that is using some sort of axe to hit like a little metal object. His facial expression, I see kind of a smirk. He seems to be very happy with his work, very content. His posture seems to be in mid-swing, about to hit the object with the metal-looking axe that he has in his hand. His eye contact, it's not actually on the viewer, but it's definitely honed in on what he's about to hit. His body language, to me, he looks like he's posing for the picture that was being taken. His body language does not look like it is tense enough to be getting ready to take a hit on that object. He is wearing an apron of some kind to help keep his clothes clean. It also looks to be made of a leather type of material, so nothing embeds into his skin when he is hitting that object. Here we have a gentleman. His facial expressions are exciting yet exhausted. He seems to have a smirk on his face, like finally he gets to take a break or maybe he's finished. His eye contact, he seems to be not actually looking at the person that's photographing him. They look to be relieved and glad to have put down that item that is leaning next to his leg. His body language, his arms are in the air grabbing his hat and straightening his hair back. He looks like he is sweating and finally happy that he put down the object. The camera looks to be below him from the angle of the picture, and the guy behind him seems to be just as tired. This is not the type of clothing that I would wear outside while I was working, but I know that he is outside because of the trees around him. In this picture, I see a guy whose facial expressions are kind of smirky, and it would suggest to me a bit of cockiness. His posture, by the way, he has his left arm on the vehicle and the other arm positioned on his hip, also suggests a bit of cockiness to me. His eye contact, looking into the guy's eyes, he seems to be a bit cocky, or maybe he could be determined. His body language, his pose, his smirk on his face, his eyes suggest that he just finished something that he's proud of, or maybe like, ha, I knew I could do it. I'm better than you. He's better than maybe the person taking the picture or the people around him. His clothes suggest maybe he is in the military or something in that realm. This lady seems to be posing for a picture. Her facial expression seems to be made up for the picture that is being taken. She has a fake looking smile on her face as if she was saying cheese or something of that nature. She seems very posed to me, like she was set up. Her posture also suggests to me that she is posing for a professional picture. She's sitting on some type of stool there. She looks very content on the stool and very okay with taking the picture. Her eye contact, she's looking directly at the person taking the picture, and seems to be looking through me, not exactly at me. She seems to be totally focused on the camera, not actually the person taking the picture. Her body language, this woman seems to be very content. I feel relaxed when I look at her in this picture. Her legs are crossed, and she is posed perfectly for the picture. Her clothes suggest that this picture is from a long time ago or taken at one of those old-time photo places, like at the fair or maybe at Disney World, where you go into the photo booth, you can pick all these fancy old clothes to pick, and then you can dress up like old-timies and take a picture. So this picture to me suggests that it was a long time ago. That's the end of our slideshow. Thank you for watching.